Okay, guys, you are getting the people that I cannot shut up anymore. But as you can hear, my voice is still not 100%. And yes, it has been a while. 2 weeks of being sick, basically. Um, I had pneumonia. I lost my voice for basically 2 weeks. So, I've been trying not to speak too much so that I can rest my voice and be back there for you guys. Well, the one thing that people told me at work was that they were saying you should start an ASMR channel. So I guess people are actually liking the a little bit bad voice. Uh, so hey, maybe I should put a tag in my channel that this is an ASMR channel, and who knows, maybe I get other audiences as well. You don't know. Anyway, it's almost 8, right? We can just pretend like it's 8, can't we? We just start. No, I haven't gotten the results yet, Incredibro. Unfortunately, they haven't called me today or anything, so I think that they're going to be calling me tomorrow. Well, let's see. They did say there would be about 3 days that it could take, so it's not like they owe me anything. So there's uh, there's nothing wrong with that. Well, we'll hear it later. Anyway, it's fine. I mean, I'm not going to fall over today, so I'm here and I'm here to stay. And I cannot wait. I mean, 2 minutes. Who cares, man? Schedule of 8 and then starting early because I just can't wait. I haven't been streaming for 2 weeks. I miss you guys. And as some of you, at least the ones who are in my Discord server, know, Incredibro has been trying to help me and has been doing pretty good actually. Uh, he's been making some progress with how the game is looking, how the game is feeling, and that's very helpful. But that also means that we're going to need more pixel art. And basically, we're going to need animations now because yeah, he fixed the jump and the walk and everything. And uh, yeah, of course, it's understandable. I mean, yeah, what I'm missing. He didn't even see the message in dark mode. Okay, well, yeah, that happens. Anyway, I'm glad I'm back, even though my voice is not up to par yet. Doesn't mean that I cannot stream, right? So it's been great weather today. I don't know about you guys, but I've been having 22 degrees today. And yesterday was even a bit higher, it was 24. So I'm feeling pretty good. His name is in black and gray, and for me, his name is in purple. I see his name. Oh yeah, I'm looking at in chat in my stream chat that I can see. So um, yeah, I, I'm, I didn't choose any colors for names. I don't know if I can change it for him, but 13 degrees and raining. Oh, the city is that doesn't sound very nice at all. But anyway, I mean, it can also be nice sometimes. A little drizzle sometimes can be feeling pretty good, no? Um, I know that I sometimes like it, but it's different. Anyway, I prepared myself by basically duplicating the um, idle animation that we have for Gaia. So this one, so at least I can start from somewhere. And now I'm gonna try and do an actual jump animation for Gaia. And I have never made a jump animation in pixel art, so this is going to be quite interesting to see. And that's why I'm thinking it's going to be terrible way to go, and maybe I will just fail horribly. But let's try. I don't know, even know how many frames I'm gonna need, but I'm basically gonna think that I'm gonna end up. I have a pixel art tutorial that I found about jumping. Where did it go? Because I just had it. Now I don't see it. I had it, but there. Okay, well, I will find it. Doesn't matter. I need to have a little bit of a reference to see how to do a jump animation properly because also it's going to be with the dress, so it has to move and all that stuff. And, you know, I don't know, but I'm not really that great with animation, so to see if there's maybe a little clearer thing with multiple frames that I could follow just to see if there's something that it's not even having to be pixel art, but something like a girl with a dress jumping, so I can take my inspiration from there. Obviously, they all make it easy on themselves and don't go for a dress. It's always what you will see. If you're lucky if it rained here, it's actually. What is that, roast? Anyone played the first Prince of Persia? They did rotoscoping. I did play the first Prince of Persia, the one that was pixel art still. Sometimes I found the controls of that game incredibly annoying, because they stop basically in time. So you'd have to be letting go of your controls pretty early, otherwise you'd fall and make mistakes. Hey Patrick, nice to have you on board today. Make Gaia do it so it's more realistic. Oh, let me stretch. Thank you for incredible. I was also doing that just even before my stream started. But yeah, you know, he couldn't even see me. So you can redeem all you want, but if you don't see it, then it's maybe a bit of a waste of your points, Incredible. You will never get to make me sing if you just burn your points on useless things that you cannot even see. Well, I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking for. There's all sorts of jump animations and run animation stuff with some frame by frame interesting things, but none of them with a dress. So I was looking for a frame girl with dress. But yeah, I mean that this is about the only thing that I can find with a girl with a dress that looks a little bit terrible. So I don't think I'm gonna be using this as a reference because that is yeah. What can I say? It's pretty horrible. I let my message. What is that? YouTube. Oh, you found something. Three more stretches. Jesus Christ. I'm glad I don't have the thing that some people have with too many drinks, because then I would just be running to the toilet the entire time, and that's also not very interesting. Well, I think we stretch pretty good, right? You okay with that? Incredible, bro. What? I mean, I'm supposed to be able to still use your word like incredible, right? Because I mean, saying not even. Oh well, I'll do it in Spanish. Yo, that's mean. If you just take something like that is so common out of my dictionary, very terrible. This is a bit too much. It could work, but it's also too much. But I know a little bit of the principles, at least. Like if you're going with a jump animation, you go up, and when you go down, hands usually go up a little bit in the animations. Um, if you have a good animation with, yeah, well, the thing is the dress that I will have to figure out how to make it look good with animation. But um, I mean, I don't care if you have a nice hint for me. Then of course I love it. But why do I get Jessica Rabbit here? Don't forget about the game. I won't forget about the gameplay, but we need to do some animations for you. You were asking for them, so I better start doing some pixel art. And the gameplay, yes, we're already getting better at that. So we have more and more than we did. So what is this? Oh, you gave that, yeah, that video. I was not opening YouTube yet. This is funny. With classical music. Wow. They needed a lot of takes for that. Oh man, Patrick. Four. There you go. I mean, I'm not sure if this is a serious video or not, but it's funny. Eight key animation frames for a jump, although it depends on the type of jump you want. Yeah, there's also people giving different types of hints. Like there's some animation for landing than for jumping. Some say you should not. Some say you should do the just in one. Then there's the jumping animations that have a landing where you go deeper. There's the ones where you stand still, so you just jump straight up. Then you have the one where so you jump forward. Um, so there's different types of jumps, and I saw that before. But yeah, maybe the frame by frame is jump animation, pixel art. I saw that, but there was one, not in off building, of course. Oh, well, actually, it was off building. This one, for example, is an example of how they do it. And this is a bit not fitting ours. I don't think this fits with our character. Not jump. Here's some that only have like two or three frames. Then others have a lot more. There's really like a ton of differences. Maybe I should just try myself without even looking at references, but I find that a little hard. Need multiple jump, vertical, horizontal, double, and full. Yeah, double is most of the time you make like a like a circle in the air when you do that. See that a lot of times, but if only I could find a woman in a dress or a girl in a dress jumping, because you don't see that very often. One frame, not useful. Looks cute. We're gonna do a lot of searching, I guess, today before we do it, but because there's a lot of videos about it, but yeah, videos really I can keep looking at videos on how to do animation, but animation is just, you know, something I need to see. Need to see the different stages, and then it's easier to animate my own. 'Cause obviously, I will not make it the same, but as a reference, it's pretty nice to have like multiple frames of animation, so you can see how it works. Yeah, that I don't like that one. That's also my problem. I'm kind of critical. I don't like everything that I see. Yeah, as soon as you go up, then at least it looks more like it's running. There's also a character with jumping, but you would like this anticipation, like going down first. That's more when you would have a non-playing character. Your own character usually, I don't see that. But some always go down. I don't know. Pixel art animations. You guys have examples? Riding, jumping. This is one tip from the book. To give weight to the jump, get the arms or feet going with the general jump. This helps give it weight and avoids the animation looking floaty. Yeah, yeah, that much I do understand. So, and what I'm thinking about is that the beginning she might, for getting some impact, you might want to hunker down a little bit and then go up. Like, for example, here, I also say neutral anticipation, then you jump, you go midair, you fall with your arms up, recover, and neutral again. Celeste. Have a look at how Celeste does it. But Celeste is a lot of, where is the jump animation? That's hard to see. I don't think that's one that I need. There must be also a normal. That's already a little better. Bunny hopes. Oh my goodness. Stretch and squash. Weird. Hmm. Didn't even know that about Celeste. Did you guys? When you bonk your head, it just tries to get you around the corner. That's new. But yeah, there's obviously some uh maybe I can get a frame by frame for that one. A jump animation with falling flat on your face. Use the physics and capsule collision. Yeah, but how do you mean that, Incredibro? Because without animating it, you will not get there, of course. I could always squeeze my character a little bit, but that's not going to look so nice. I don't think you mean that though, but there's an example where they show a jump. That could work. Although, It's really tough to find a good example. So here they have a video, I guess, about him. 175 frames on this character. Jesus Christ. Oh, they did everything in one. Well, you can do that, of course, but they do it all in one file. Yeah, that's a possibility that I do not wish to do. So what does this do? Because I don't see the animation. I did click Celeste, didn't I? Oh, no, nothing works. I can click whatever I want. There's nothing here. He's not here. Pending sheets. I must be going crazy because I can click on it whatever I want, but nothing happens here. Also not here. Sheet 16. Where's the sheets then? So basically it's just this. But that's her portraits. Wrong link. Ah, there you go. See? It's not me. Hmm. Figured it would not me. Hmm. Gotta do everything right, but yeah, from Celeste you should be able to find it, right? Celeste, Celeste, where are you? Celeste, Celeste, Celeste. Yeah, too far. It's the same thing. Yeah, doesn't work. But the granny, we got her. But here she only has walk. So it has some character sheets, but not the ones that we need. Wake up, other shit, helping, sleeping. Fall, yes, but not jump. Hmm. I think I'm just gonna have to find like the basic ones and then just animate her dress around it or something. Like a basic jump animation pixel art or something. Yeah, this might be something they could use because basically it's like making a stick figure, then going up, then jumping, then going down. Something like that is what you need, but time lapse. They're gonna obviously super fast with all these things. Some people are just crazy good at this stuff. Too fast. I could not make out how to do that. You found the entire game sprite sheet and it's unorganized in a single sheet. Well, it's not like it's unorganized. I see a lot of people actually do that with a ton of different things that are going on in the same sprite sheet, and then just cut it up into pieces in the sprite editor, which I think, yes, it's not so smart. At least for me. I mean, you have to know which frame you need to cut for making animation, and it's like you guys, but I find that very impractical. So if you really know it, but yeah, using the sprite sheet should be able to. Wow, holy freaking hell! How can anyone see anything? Holy Jesus! So they did everything in the same thing, not even just one character, but everything. This is wow. How on earth does anyone make that work? Did the people behind Celeste really use it like that? I cannot imagine. This is out of this world. You cannot even find Celeste in here. Well, sometimes, but there's other characters here. This is like that dude that we just saw. There's monsters here. I don't think this is usable by anyone really. But yeah, it's fun to see that they have all the different sprites and backgrounds, because these are pretty useful if you want to recreate Celeste, right? You just pick out all the things that they have, and then you can recreate those levels. Pretty cool. Pretty cool that they did that. But it's so much. And it's just a Reddit image, or it's an entire post, because I only see the image. Top left corner player. Really. Well, as much as I like this is unusable. I cannot do this, but I want to save this. Because you never know. Maybe I can use some of this as inspiration. But yeah, this is a bit too much. Uh, Unreal, Unreal Marketplace. They obfuscated here because they don't want you to see. And the funny thing is that these two images are containing the same thing, but there was somehow something that I cannot see now with jump in it. Hmm, funny. Yeah, you told me. That's true. Ninja. There's a lot of sprite sheets that have everything in one. See, look, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. You have also all the sprites basically all in one. Bit more usable because you have is basically just the character and some extra stuff, but not as bad as the other one, because that one really wasn't usable. And those pixel art tutorials usually have some good stuff. Things 11. Thing is, you can hardly find anything in it. This is a jumping tutorial that they show you a little bit more, but they don't show frame by frame, obviously. But this one, this gives the general idea. So you go down first, and then whoop, you go. So first frame you stand still, then you go down, up. Okay. This is gonna be challenging for me. Really challenging. I will do my best, guys. I will do my best. Please bear with me. I'm not great at animation yet. So, okay, frame one, we can leave it as it is, right? We don't have to do anything for that. Frame two, she has to go down, and her arm should also show that uh, in anticipation. So, first of all, I think she should bend. Let me check the animation that we have here. Like she goes boom down. The arms go wide for that, basically. Something like that. This is gonna be tough. I'm hoping for. Okay, let me see. How do we do this? First of all, she should hunker down. So let's go there. And her leg should go bend a little bit. What did I do? Didn't copy paste her. That's what, not what I did. Did I just put her down or not? Yes. So when you look at it like this, in this position, her leg looks really terrible. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna take a chance here. I have no clue if I'm gonna do this correctly, but like this stuff's so scary, man. It's really hard for me. Say something like this. The other leg also. So shift this one again. Oh, the other one goes a bit more forward. Okay. Yeah, this is looking horrible. No progress share. What? What are you talking about? The leg looks terrible now. Too much of them. Last. Yeah. Some of this. Some highlight here. Unity. Ah, you wanted to show the people what you have been making. Of course. Sorry. Let me do some. You did check in something still, so I think I don't have the latest scene. Okay, there we go. Let's open up Unity. No crying, Greta bro. No crying. Don't do that, please. It should be. It would be, but it was saying that I still have it. So um, let me see. We will see it soon enough once it's loaded. I hope it is because it was starting to bug me. One lion, thank you so much for the raid. 10 people. Thank you so much. Everyone, if you're here for the first time, I'm working on a game called Gaia, and my daughter's name is actually also Gaia. So that's why I'm making this game about this little girl that you can see here that I'm trying to animate. I'm not an animator, so this is really hard for me. Trying to do a jump animation at the moment, but Incredibro has been doing some work on getting the first level a little bit more fixed, and he has done some throwable blocks. So we're gonna have to see what he did. So that's what I'm trying to do. And so yeah, let's see what happened here because we should have some nice look at the current. You'll be listening, but you know they usually step away after streams to do some maintenance task. But of course, One Lion, you're my favorite lurker, right? So here, as you can see, we have some progress. We have now boats that come here. We also have ladders that we can climb. We need a climbing animation for that. So we have a lot of different things that we now have. There's things that you can pick up and actually roll away. I don't know how to pick them up yet. What's the key for that? Because you didn't say that to me yet. You're like, oh, there's E. So boom, and there you throw it. Look at that. That's incredibly cool. We're going to be able to use that later on in the levels where we fight people by basically throwing stuff. Um, let's see if I can get on the boat. No, I cannot. It was too late. So I'll have to start again because otherwise I'm dead. And well, we're trying to make a first level and we're trying to make some progress. We have some moving platforms, which are boats, by the way. So you can see a little bit more of the level than you did before. As you can hear, we have some, well, default sounds of a bakery. And we have picking up objects, and we can throw those. Obviously, I need better animations also for that because we need to see that we're actually picking up stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that has been done. A lot of it has been done by Incredibro, so thank you for that. Incredibro is obviously a great game developer who also does a lot of game jams. He made some jokes also. You might be able to see it later that the baker that you see here on the screen is also on some of the boats. And now I'm going to just get on the boat because, oh, I'm suddenly getting bigger. That's funny. That was a bug, I guess. We'll figure that out later. But now you can actually see me in front of the Rijksmuseum that I was building, which is still not done, by the way. But um, so far the level goes up to here, so we can go on the boat and we just end up here, and then it's done. Yeah, that's a really funny bug. I haven't seen that before. But we're back. We can be here. Look, I cannot get on the platform now. Oh well, I'm dropping. I'm dead. Okay. Anyway, she won't be able to to swim. But so if she falls in the water, she's basically dead. That's not going to happen. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff still going on that we have to do. But I'm working also on the pixel art because he needs a lot of animations now. We're going to have a pickup animation. We're going to have a jump animation. We're going to have a climbing animation and all sorts of stuff like that. So basically, because it's going to be an accessible game as well, what I'm going to have to do here, for example, if I go all the way here and we have a ladder, and obviously this is not the final thing, and these buildings are also not the final thing. The bakery is pretty much final. I'm pretty proud of that one. Also the baker inside, pretty proud of this guy. But this ladder is going to have to look better. Obviously, he just made it himself, I think, or got it from somewhere. Don't know. It's just a simple thing. We're going to make a nice ladder for if we have somewhere to climb. But you will be able to have a climbing animation, and you will be able to have a picking up animation and a throwing animation, and all those stuff. So I have my work cut out for me. What ladder? You didn't see your own ladder right here? So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I have to do, and I'm not great at pixel art animation. I was not. Have a look in hierarchy. Yeah, here ladder. So wow, there's a lot of squares here. You just made it with squares. Cool. Anyway, we're gonna have some actual letters, and we're gonna have some throwable objects, and we're gonna actually be able to ride a boat or something else. I mean that's gonna happen, and then it's gonna look a lot better. Um, but yeah, we still have a lot to do. And as I just said, I'm not really a pixel art artist, so I'm trying to make a jump animation, and that's I'm trying to follow the laws basically of first ducking down a little bit and then jumping up, but also have to animate the dress. I have to animate the hair. There's a lot of stuff I have to do, and I'm not great at this. So I'm a programmer by trade, and a programmer trying to do pixel art. The bug is because the boat skill is bigger than one. Uh-huh. So because you're getting on the boat, then your own skill also changes? Because that is kind of weird. Anyway, we'll have a look at it later. It's not important for now. It's cool to see. I'm happy that we have all this functionality, and right now that's more than we had for a long time. And now I just have to do these pixel art animations and try to get better at this stuff because I'm still not great. But it's okay. It's okay. Moving platforms are the boats. Yeah, that's for now at least. We can have maybe different ones later. So, for example, if we go to the Greek mythology world, because we're going to have several levels in Greek mythology, we might be able to get different types of moving platforms, but the principle of them stays the same. So all those things we can test out in the first level, see if those things are working the way we intend to. Um, I got told also by Incredibro that you've got 1 week to make all the sprites. Incredibro, go f yourself, man. You know I'm not an animator, so don't make these crazy things that you're telling me I have to do all of that in a week. I'll do my best. I That's all I can do. If I was great at pixel art animation, you would have a point, but I'm not. So, and those thin skinny legs makes it also hard to really animate them properly. Because yeah, as you can see, it's not really easy to make anything cool out of that. So I'm gonna have to do this the hard way and learn how to do it step by step, as I do with everything. So whoever is here for the first time, I hope you stay. I hope you enjoy looking at my clumsy attempts of trying to do some animation. If you like what you see, please consider following. I'm here usually every Monday. I'm still struggling a little bit with my voice. I just recovered from, or am recovering from pneumonia, but I'm trying to do my best to make everything look okay. And as you can see, here's a little bit of her hair still picking out. Might have to change that a little bit because her arm is going to move. Other arm is also going to move. So we're going to have some challenges here, especially since I do not do animations ever. So this is totally new for me. I hope you guys are going to stick with me and give me some benefit of the doubt because it's going to be tough. So I think I'm going to need to move it a little bit more because I think it looks back if I do it there. That still looks horrible, but and I might have to in the end just basically go with it and see what it ends up looking like. Because she will have to be jumping. She will have to try something. So I saw this example here, and they basically have a jump animation that looks like what I want to do. So you jump by going down first, you go up, and then your hands go a little bit more like that because you're falling. So, and they also have some hints here, like if you have longer hair, it's going to be flapping around a little bit. Your arms go up, your head looks down, so you're going to look down to the earth instead of straight up. Your hair cloth and other objects will flap in the wind. So basically that. And, and here also the anticipation, you should avoid this on player controlled characters. So that is not entirely the thing that they're doing here, I think, although it looks a little like it. Avoid on player controlled characters. Squash as much as you can on contact. This can be a long animation that's interrupted if necessary. Do you know about rotoscoping? No, I do not know much about rotoscoping. I know the term, but yeah, to have live action frame by frame, that's a little harder. So I'd have to make a video of her jumping and then try to trace that. That's a little bit tough. That's a little bit advanced for me, I think. Once you've imported your video, set it to play once instead of a loop. Increase the brightness to make it easier to see the line you draw over the video frame. Create a new layer and choose your keyframes. So yeah, what I could maybe do is find an animation or a video of somebody jumping with a dress on, maybe, and then try to make frames out of that. Here we go again with this behind the scenes video shoot. That's what they did, right? It really looks ridiculous, though. It really looks ridiculous. I cannot look at that one again. That's like it's feeling like being rickrolled, man. You caught me there. Of course, I do not know all the different animations by heart. Anyway, So maybe if I find a video of a girl jumping, I could trace it. For let's see, girl with dress jumping. Yeah, not on a trampoline. This is gonna look bad on my on my search history. Well, pink dress. It's almost maybe. Sorry. You, language, Mister. Language. Oh, you're fucking. What the fuck? Um. Well, I can use maybe AI to get some frames going. Let's see. There's what's that website? Pixel Art AI generator. There's one that I have seen before. This one, for example. Um, Pixel Young Girl, Girl, Purple Dress, Phantom, and by generate pixel art. Let's see what we get. Even if it's just as a reference, I mean, if it works, it works. You get okay. That's not what I wanted. Not like that. Okay. Um, make I guess not. Um, animator icon. I doubt it. If that would be so easy, then everybody would do this stuff. Girl jumping reference, and he scores from being in his. It's actually pretty cute, but not what I needed. Be specific and try jumping from ledges. Jumping from ledges. Jump references. How to animate jump animations. Well, these kind of things are pretty useful. This one, which one? Oh, there's also a girl woman jump animation. I like how she walks away after it. Yeah. Short jump, medium jump, pixel art one. Pixel art one. Was a pixel art version? Oh, this one. That's actually not pixel art though, but they did it in Maya in this one. Yeah, this is that's this one. Not pixel art though, but they did it in Maya. It's 3D. Super nice. We get commercials. Thereby This actually, I think here is what is useful. That's the one that I need. This is something that I can use. So you basically get your knees bent. You go with your arms behind you, then you go up. I think those frames are the ones that I need. Like the first frame, you stand still. Oh, this one, then this one, that one, that one, landing. Okay, so there's like, how many frames do we have here? So we start one, two, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Looks like eight also. So 8 frames seems to be the way to go. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. There's seven. Well, you go back to the neutral. The recovery pose is more than one thing. And they also used another video to get a reference. It's actually the same guy from the other video. So, well, the initial pose I have. So from there, I should go for this one. Rotoscoping, yes, but yeah, rotoscoping is a process that will take a bit much, I think. I think I should get the basic outline of what the leg should look, and the entire body changes. To do rotoscoping, just remember that standing jump and running jump are two different animations. Yeah, for sure. Standing jump is basically going straight up. That's a little easier. So I'm going to have different animations also indeed. You might also have later a walking jump, but let's first start with the running jump because I think we're going to use that. So I do find it practical. 100%. You mean the 100 is that based on the one lion comment or on what I just said? Because I can understand how these poses would work, but it's a little hard for me still to get there. So basically, stand still. We go to bend over. So the entire posture changes. That's what one line said. Yeah, that it's two different animations. That much I understand myself also. Now to go from here to that bend position. I guess I was starting to get there, but nowhere near as good as it should be. Let's okay, let's delete these legs altogether. You know, they're horrible as they are. So, oh, I didn't mean to change frames. So I'm back from getting the food and other stuff. So actively lurking and listening might still respond. I was going to be in a training session for 30 minutes. Okay, that and I'm very happy for the comments that you're giving while you're lurking. So thank you so much for doing that. You're awesome, as you know. Everybody here is awesome, by the way. Just Half Moon. I am happy to see you, and I was actually feeling pretty terrible the last 2 weeks. I had pneumonia. I was without a voice basically for 2 weeks. Incredibro knew about that because Incredibro and me had a little call on on Discord, and I sounded much worse than I do now. I still don't sound pretty good, but hey there, Stack the Pile. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm very happy to have you here. And everyone who's new here or come in with Stack the Pile, thank you so much for joining him here. I hope that you will have a wonderful time here. I'm basically in the process of learning how to animate my little girl into uh, making a jump animation. I'm not an animator, so thank you for the follows in Brazil. That's very nice. I can always use more followers. Um, I'm trying to do animation, so I'm following references that I am looking at right now. So, for example, here they have nice different poses where you go from standing still to jumping. I'm trying to do that for my own character, obviously with a dress, so it's a little harder. But I'm going to try and figure it out. I'm not great at this yet, so um, I start with this one, and this is basically my idle animation that I'm going to be tweaking because that was pretty simple with a twinkling toe. But I'm going to go and make this a little bit more interesting. Uh, Thank you, Gary 98. Thank you so much for the name, by the for the first time comment. Very nice. And yes, Gaia is the name of my daughter. So yes, that's going to be also the name of my game. And this game is going to be completely accessible. I'm going to make this for basically everyone to play. So whether you're blind or don't have any disability at all, you should be able to play this game by the end of it, which is going to be a long process and a lot of work, which is going to probably also need some money in the course, because basically voice actors, I cannot ask them to work for free. Neither would I. I mean, I work for money, not for free. And we have Incredibro, who's been kind enough to help so far with a lot of functionality that he's been building in. I can show you guys a little bit of what we're prototyping right now. As you can see, this bakery, this is my pixel art that I'm making. And yeah, Incredibro is nice enough for now to work for free, but obviously he would love to get some money later if I can afford to pay him, which I definitely would if I could. But for now, unfortunately, it's not in my budget plans. Um, but yes, he's very, very kind. He's put in a lot of functionality that wasn't here before yet. So I'm going to show for everyone who's new here today what is new and what is possible already. And then from there, you will see also some more of my pixel art that I'm working on. Uh, and thank you, Alistair099, for joining. Very nice for following. Um, we still need plenty of followers, subscribers, and everything, because it's going to just subscribers bring a little bit of money to the channel. We need it because pixel art is not for free if I'm not going to be able to do it all myself. Neither is voice acting, because yeah, I can try to do some with AI, but it will not sound the same. I'm going to need people working on audio design, because Incredibro is a very good person. He can also do music, but we're also going to need very specific audio so that a blind person would know what to do. And it has to be consistent. It has to be there all the time. So, for example, if you're supposed to jump because there's a gap, it should be a very consistent sound that a blind person can understand. It means you need to jump now. Stuff like that. So, without further ado, let me show you a little bit of what we've been working on this last week, because a lot has changed since my last time that I was streaming 2 weeks ago when I didn't have pneumonia. Um, but basically, what you can already see, and here, there's some sound in here from the bakery. This is a default sound I picked up from the internet, basically. But it's to show that there's more atmosphere. We have a climbing functionality now because of Incredibro. Thank you so much for that. It's going to need animations, so that is full screen. I always do it focus, sorry. Let me do it maximize then. You don't hear sound? Uh-oh, that's not good. Let me see if I can fix that for you guys. You should have sound. Um, Where's my Unity? Unity audio is not there. What? Okay, I need to add that. Um, Hit add audio, application audio capture. Now we're gonna do Discord, Discord Unity. Okay. No, yeah, no footsteps. That's correct. They're not at the moment here. Uh, Okie dokie. Let's see the audio. I hope it's not going to be way too loud now, because obviously I have no idea. Now you should be able to hear audio. As I already showed you, we have the stairs that we can climb. We can pick up items now. We're going to use that later to fight some of the gods that we're going to meet. We have a camel cruiser that we can get on. Later, this bridge will open for sure. We have a cheese store here. We can throw this item as well. Look at it go. Jeez, it's going so fast. Even went to the water. And we can actually jump on the boat because it's a moving platform. So let me wait for it here. And we have a funny little bug that I'm going to turn bigger. It's not everywhere. It's just on some places. And we go back, and now we're here again on the. I remain big, by the way. There was not before. But here you have the Rijksmuseum, which is one of the big pixel art pieces that I've been working on. It's the biggest museum in the Netherlands. And there's some funny thing here that he put the bakery guy. He put him here in my boat. So that's one of the things that you can find as one of the jokes. Um, but yeah, basically that's the functionality that we have at the moment. So we can jump, we can throw, we can pick up stuff, we can have moving platforms to stand on. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, we're getting pretty cool. I like it. But let's go back to the dreaded part that I am not good at yet: pixel art animations. So I already have my idle animation and it works pretty okay. I have my running animation. It's working pretty okay. I'm going to need a walking animation. I'm going to need a jumping animation, standing and running. I'm going to need a climbing animation. I'm going to need so many animations. So I'm going to have to get good at doing animations. So that's going to be a challenge for me because I really am not yet. So let me start with the darker color here and maybe see if I can. I'm going to have to bend. Do it nicely. It's going to look terrible. I already can tell. So I guess it's going to be more like this. Nice. This was more her foot. So okay. And two, let's get some color on that leg. Can't you import those frames and at least outline it? Which frames? You mean the one from that video, from this one? I could try, like make a print screen behind it. With a layer, reference layer, be from a file. Can I not just new layer? Okay, I'll just do new layer. Put the layer behind one. Way too big, obviously. No. This is weird. Huh, it was working before. What the hell? I'm gonna have to paste this again because this is weird. Obviously, also this character is a little bit fuller, so that makes it also a little harder. I'll do my best to kind of get there. Smaller size? I don't think so. It's gonna bend down for sure, but yeah, I know, but something like this, I guess. Okay, then everything should go away here, basically. But we should also have that here with the first frame to make it a little bit more honest. That's cool. Interesting. So I should have this one moved a little. Basically, it should be this, right? More like that. So then I can sort of trace that, sort of. Feel so stupid with these things. Anyway, what did I just do? I just throw everything. Anyway, why did he move? That was not intended. Should be separate, right? So should not be moved. First, import align and trace with much thinner legs. So that's going to be funny. But yeah, the idea is the same. Okay. One, two, three. Yeah. You'd be moving forward, though. Makes no sense, right? If I would like it. Well, whatever. Figure it out later. Oh, what the? Sometimes it just does those crazy little things. Okay. Getting there. Where my kids are not sleeping yet. It's not like hoping they would sleep, but apparently something is not going so well. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's one frame too far. This one. Mhm. And the last one would be the normal idle pose again. So basically, the last one I could probably copy from the first frame because that's how you end up again. It could be the same. But I got it. So let's just put it in here. Come, what the hell? Give me my arrow, my normal arrow. No, is wrong. Put it again because I couldn't scale it like I wanted. What? The? Hmm. first one, the last one, yeah, basically they are the same. That I think I don't have to change much for. Okay, so now we get to the good stuff. Stuff where I suck at, but that's okay. So basically, let's make it that, then a line down. Can I play the animation without Gaia? Of course, I have to just turn this one off. The other way, sorry. Oh, a little hard to see. A little too fast, but it works. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a little hard for me to get them exactly the same size because yeah, um, I cannot just say copy and put them in the exact same size. That's not exactly possible. It's going to be quite hard to get them exactly the same size. Where's my frame rate? Onion skin. Yeah, I don't see a frame rate thing. Can go frame by frame, but not exactly what you mean. This one is too small. I think these two are pretty much the same size. Yeah, first frame is good. I already, of course, have that from the idol. And the second frame, I think the size was okay. This problem is the fourth frame. It's too small. That needs to be bigger. The fifth frame should probably be okay. Basically the same size. A little bigger. Smaller again. So I think this one is too big. And this is too small. Yeah, but I mean, now I cannot size those properly again. Sizing. Go to a second frame. Line, resize, and repeat frame. I don't know how to do that though. Sometimes I feel so stupid doing these things. But it's too big. Not much too big, but it's too big. I guess it could work. This one definitely is smaller. I'm selecting this layer, right? This one is off, so I cannot even be drawing on that layer. I didn't. I didn't incredible. You're not always right. You modify the reference heads, draw a circle on empty layer. What the hell? Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm so terrible. I feel oh, that's in the correct place. More or less okay, except for the head looking different. Yes, Foxionaire, thank you for joining us. I am trying very hard to do pixel art animation, but I'm very sucky so far. So bear with me. I'm trying to learn how to do this properly. And this one by far is too small. You were listening in the car. Cool. Yes, most of them are not that terrible, but this one is way too big. This head is like almost twice the size. Could get away with it though. My soothing voice. Well, you know that Niels the other day told me I should open an ASMR channel. So I guess some people like my not exactly perfect voice at the moment. Anyway, I'm actually surprised that I think that the heads are more or less the size that I wanted, except for maybe this one. Because in this one, I think it's too small. An ASMR channel could work. Well, as long as they don't have to see my terrible face, that might work. Will not work as soon as they hear me, as they see me, then it's different. Anyway, so What do you guys say? Is this good enough to start the tracing of the ones that we have? Because I'm not 100% sold on this one. If I turn this one, I think this head is much too small. Bigger. Doesn't look too terrible if I put the bigger one on the chest. Yeah. No, this is the company I work for. If you're in the Netherlands, you're good at cloud computing, you should definitely consider dropping me a line and I might be able to give you a job. Oh, wow. Rubicon. That's where it's at. Rubicon. You know what they say when having a sore throat, sing like Bon Jovi. This ain't a song for the broken hearted. But what do you guys, did you say job? Yes, if you're a cloud computing specialist and you live in the Netherlands, unfortunately, in Credibro, you don't. Otherwise, and you'd have to be a bit better maybe at cloud computing. I don't know how good you are with Azure, but otherwise, yeah, you could definitely apply. I guess, at least for now. Might be some interesting opportunities in the future, but that I cannot be 100% sure about. Zero skills. You don't have zero skills in Credibro. Maybe not in Azure, but zero skills is definitely not true. So, what do we feel about frame four? I think frame four is still too small, right? Because that head is too small. Bigger than 9,000. Your pipeline, pipeline, scale it bigger, like 1.2 times. Big head is nicer. Yeah. So this one has to be bigger. So I need to select it first. And then I can a little, put a little, a little. That's fine. I'm going to go bigger. I hate this. Sometimes these controls are not what I want. That's better. Over 9,000. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bookshare has some incredible skills. Have to move the head down a bit here. But that more or less a little out of context looks like, but this could work basically. Today is not a good day for the kids to sleep. I hear them crying. Maybe 1 pixel left. I mean, to move it. That you mean? Not like the head is gonna stay there. It's just for reference for the size. You just need to know for sure that the sizes are correct so that it doesn't change too much. So frame somehow this one get completely messed up. What happened with this one? You like to move it, move it. Yes, I like to move it, move it. What? What on earth? Guys, I didn't touch any of these. What happened here? Fuck my life. What is this? I did draw on an empty layer. I draw on this one for the. I just put them there, that's all. And I draw on this one, just the heads. Everything moved. I didn't touch those layers. You know what? Fuck it. I'm getting sick of this. It really doesn't work. I'm gonna have to do all of this stuff again. I really hate it. All of the layer ones are wrong. None of them are correct. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do my pixel art in Photoshop, so sorry about that. Not gonna happen. How on earth did it change these? I was working in one layer, layer two only. I hate this. That is something I truly, truly hate about using A Sprite sometimes. It does unexpected things. I mean, I could do this in Photoshop, it doesn't matter, but this is just horrible. I feel like I can totally throw away everything I did just now. I feel like I made zero progress the entire day. What the fuck? What happened? Now, obviously, I have no more heads because I just threw all of it away. Because I have no progress. I still have only my first frame and nothing else works. I haven't traced anything because everything is wrong. It's not the correct size. It's just basically everything I did was for nothing. That's how it feels. I'm gonna have to paste them again in the correct size after pasting, size them somehow with a reference head that is one from just the first one, and then try to get the same size for everything. Okay, that's the only one that's still there. That's okay. That's good. Also there. Also still there. Okay, those three seem that they're the correct size. This one definitely is not. So let me. Can I just duplicate that? Now I have to select it again first. Copy paste it somewhere. See how the animation looks so far slowly. The same as it did before. Size differences. Because that one has changed again. It's small. I cannot somehow change the frame rate. Don't know how to do that. This is not having an option for frame rate. So don't know how to do that. Lol, not really a fan of falsetto singing. I'm with you on that other name. It sucks. Go through one by one frame. I think Eric goes. Yeah, I can do this. The first three I think are okay. correct sizes. Although the head of the third might be too small. This one is definitely too small. That might be okay, and this is too big. This is okay. That should be okay. So I think the first three are, the first two at least are okay, the same size. Third, I'm not sure. I think it's too small. Fourth is definitely too small. Fifth is too big. Sixth is also too big. Seven might be okay. Eight might be okay. But that is the correct size. Turn it off. It's more or less that size. Looks like it's the correct size. What do you guys think? As it's tilted, of course, it's up. Yeah, but I have to. If I now try and make it bigger, it will distort everything again. It looks like shit. I cannot basically work from that. But I think one, two, and three seem to be correct for me. Frame four definitely is not. That is not even a question. This one is completely wrong. Let me move this to where it should be so I can have a little bit of a reference in how it should be. And then select the correct layer. Select this entire thing. And try and size it a little bit better. Where do you see scale? Shift and scale, shift scale. I don't have a shift scale. Where do you see that? Yeah, that's what I have been doing the entire time, mister. But it doesn't really help. This is the correct size. This I can live with. Yeah, I know shift locks the axis. I know this, but it's still, I already skilled it. It looks like shit. That's the problem. It doesn't really do it well because it doesn't really work. What the heck? Oh, select all of it. This is too big. This has to scale down. The first crouch is different, way different. The recovery crouch. So it's, you land, you go through, and you get back up. Just a little bit to look better. There. Okay. Oh, how it keeps moving. I don't know what happens with that. Anyway, do like little more smaller. The last standing one is not needed, as we will have. Yeah, or basically just repeat the first frame so that each frame can go. So let's turn off this and let's see how the animation now looks. Eyes just look a little better. Smaller? Maybe a little. Uh, yeah, that kind of looks okay. I don't know the software, but maybe it has some kind of tracking feature. Causing other frames to change relative to the other frames. No, I shouldn't. Now align everything so that it feels like you're jumping in place. Just let me check then from frame one. This head keeps moving anyway. I don't get that. Doesn't really matter. I don't need the hat anyway. It looks so distorted because I've been moving it too much. I lost my head already. So basically, at least that this frame needs to move. The rest should be basically okay. It's just that last one. This last crouch needs to go forward. So let me move that one. Like basically here it should be centered. And from there, and this one should be a little. Yeah, yeah. That should be it. Right, this should be okay. Okay, so layer two, I will just delete that. That was the head size that we don't need anymore. Now let's put the sprite sheet on it. Starting frame one. So Gaia would need to go a little bit forward to meet with the other one, I would say. So more like there. Oh, yeah, and I removed the second frame. That was not so smart, maybe after all. Although I'm gonna have to do it all again anyway. Outline stickman, yeah. So basically remove the entire frame and then just make it look like Gaia afterwards or something. I just put in a new layer, I guess. But stickman is a little bit thicker because, yeah, Gaia has like a very thin structure. The head is bigger, but the arms and everything is thin. Be an artist. I'm not an artist. I keep telling you guys, and you guys say that I should say nothing like it, but I'm not an artist. I'm a programmer, guys. I'm using lines and shapes. I always use the pen. That's the only thing that I do. Well, I know, man. Please don't tell me I'm not allowed to use the only thing that I know. Jesus, that will make it so much harder if I cannot even use that. Also, generally, it's better to have a pivot point as bottom center sprite so you don't spend extra time aligning everything in Unity later on. Yeah. Very, very good point at telling me that I have no idea how to use sprite sheets. Huh, 'cause I really don't. I know shit about how to do stuff properly. I feel terrible about it. Yeah, you saw the idle and run sheets. When honestly, you've seen maybe in my Discord, there's a Michael 777, and he also did some animation at the beginning, and I had to learn how to do it. And then there was a guy called Acer Ash, who I have not seen in my stream since, but he also he changed my idle animation a little bit to make it a little bit better. He did that for free, but he works in animation, so he knows perfectly well how to do that, and I do not. So I'm learning as I go, and I suck. I know. Please don't tell me that I cannot use the things that I do know, because then it's gonna get really hard for me. I think the legs are a bit too big anyway. For Gaia, at least it is too much. Uh, your way, I'll fix it when it comes my way. Thank you so much for that vote of confidence. I really am so happy that you like what I'm doing. Oh, it's cool. Yeah, that's why you helped me. I know. Still try and see it my way, man. Everything I do is being told like, no, it should not be that way. No, you should not do that. That's not good. But yeah, if you didn't like what I did, you would not be following me all the time. So thank you so much. That makes one of us. I don't say for no reason that I feel like I'm not an artist. And every time I do, people get upset with me. So Making it look like a dress is hard. Especially jump animation is so tough. You need more arm. So obviously she's wearing a dress. Well, I'm drawing at least in the colors of Gaia, so already I have the outline a little bit like I want it to be. So otherwise it's going to be a bit tougher. So for example, the hair should be black, and then I can at least later make the hair long. You're definitely not, but you get the work done, so what's wrong with that? Art is anyway subjective. For that, yeah. You're right, I know. No, I know, but it doesn't help me feel much better about myself sometimes. In here, let's just color this in for now. Could make some more detail later. And I doesn't have a backpack, so that's different. How's it going? That's a pen tool. Yes, I know it's a pen tool. At JJack codes, it's going slowly. Make a damn stickman. I'm trying, man. I'm not a stickman guy. And if it would be a stickman, then the sizes would be completely wrong. So it's also not good, not nice. So I would be completely out. 'Cause how do I go from that to that properly? Starting to get there. I've got to say it's better than anything I can make. Well, hmm, thank you for that. Single line for arms and legs. Well, I feel like such a imposter right now. For a second, I thought the sprite was skiing. Yeah, it's the first part of a jumping animation. Let me show you what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like this. That's the example. I won't become Picasso. Jeez, you're, you're ruining me, Incredible. You're ruining me. Uh, and what confidence? I'm actually lacking all the confidence in the world right now. That's the problem. Because this is looking horrendous. Absolutely. I mean, everyone started somewhere, but I doubt Picasso started. Sorry. Exactly. I don't think he did either. At least here the face looks cute. Here the face looks horrible. Really get it to look good. Oh, somehow it's connected because my legs were gone here also. If he had a computer, I bet he'd start there. Or MS Paint. I bet you he wouldn't. He has his own style and not this one. Keep my legs on for frame one, please. Thank you very much. The legs might be okay. Arm, I'm not sure yet. And the head definitely is not. Sometimes this layer one is distracting me also a little bit. He's a little tinier, of course, than our Mister that we use as an example. Use single lines for arms, legs, torso, and a circle or same size as heads. I feel I feel like that's just not gonna get me anywhere because from there I will never get her to look good. I feel terrible here. Mr. Nike, be a perfect circle, I guess, more like this. I'm having a rough moment here. I feel really like nothing is working what I want. Which system working with does it the same way. Oops. Ops, ops or oops? Because ops is something quite different. Yep, KBS, KBPS. I started at 14.4. That's for your other stream, I guess, that you're looking at, because you're lurking all over the internet, right? Everybody knows better, so yeah, understand that you like what he says because I'm not good at it. I guess then here comes a hand. Just a line. I didn't do anything else. Just a line. Yes, boss. Not proud of me though. You're just trying to make me feel better. Thank you though for the attempt because I feel good about myself. But not just trying to make you feel better. You really are doing a good job at it. It's a lot to learn and to do at the same time. Totally agree with you on. Thank you for that, guys. But let's hope I will feel about the same way about it as well. For now, not yet. Sorry, guys. Trying, but it's hard to feel more secure about yourself if you're really not feeling it. Let's just let go. Huh? Arms here, one at least. Let's go for that. You don't see the arms, but go, oh, go. Hey, sorry for bothering you. Oh, okay, one of those again. Sorry, but I am not really wanting anything to do with this kind of shit. Sorry. That's just, I'm sorry. You would hope that somebody actually new comes to the stream, but instead of that, they just spam you. You love spams, then I will send all of them to you. Little spider hanging from the ceiling. They're always happy to promote whatever we do, yeah, but never for free. They always, whenever you get to it, then it's always, but it doesn't cost so much, so you can just do it and it will not be a problem. And I don't care if you don't have, yeah. But whenever I don't have money, then it's not so expensive. It's not so expensive, but it still is expensive. The colors are not that visible. For you guys, you mean afterwards, just, I will, just basically the outline, but in the colors that she will have. You want me to make everything black? Oh my god, I just did everything in outline and to do them again in black. I'll do that after I'm done. Now I'm really, really just happy that I'm doing it. Really feeling like just outline, so do your thing. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay, so what? Basically, we didn't create this because it was so kind of there. Basically, have to do the outline here also. Probably might look different than what we have right now. So, oh, idle was fine. Okay, but then we won't see the full animation. That's the thing that I was thinking. Obviously, my spreadsheet will not be on, so we will not see the idle frame. Anyway, if not, then I'll just remove it. Okay, so then we should be able to just see it. Feels like she's missing a leg in the last one. Yeah, but she is missing a leg because, yeah, it's basically in the same line, but it looks like shit in my animation. No, I didn't forget to draw. It was just not here. So I guess I could make a second line basically on the same place, but like more like here. A little tougher than it looks. Anyway, so we have the different positions, and from there we'd have to make it look like Gaia again. Okay, but on the other hand, it's it's also already 10:20. Jesus Christ, I didn't even notice the time. It just flew by. I guess that's a good sign, right? Do it on actual drawing. So what do you mean? Like on the spreadsheet? Like here? I have a really poorly looking jump animation. Yes, I do. Oh, the second leg. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have a look at how to fix that. Looks good. Yeah. I mean, I have some stuff that looks like it could be a jump animation, but yeah, I'm not terribly convinced I can make that look good. Anyway, I will not worry about Stickman anymore. So you mean remove this layer? No, we don't. This should be the base, right? To get the other one properly. So I should not worry about this one anymore, right? So we should be able to remove this layer and then go from the other one. Okay, I guess that is it for me today. Keep both. A good thing that I can still do that. Still there. There you go. That is my favorite key combination. Anyway, I would like to thank every one of you for keeping up with me being completely not happy about what I'm doing. Uh, at least on Twitter, I said that I would be sucking at doing pixel art. So, for those of you who might have come from Twitter, actually, Acer Ash was liking my post, so he might actually have seen some of it. I don't know. If he did, then he probably would kill himself over how bad I did. But oh god, guys, if I have to do all these animations, I'm gonna totally take forever to do this. I'm better at this. Anyway, I'm learning that there's people here who have more sense than I do, and we will get there. We will get there. And you guys were patient enough to keep up with me. So let me have a look who I could rate. Um, I don't know who's online. Irish John Games is there, but he's always nice to look at. There's Ravir who's doing Unforgiven Space, a speeder racing game. Alicia Griffin who's doing something completely different. She's making web applications, I think, at the moment, or maybe even her own chatbot. She did that from scratch. She learned C sharp that way, and she just suffered from breast cancer. I just learned. She has a she had just had chemo, so Um, all her hair had been gone. She was a pretty blonde woman who now had to lose all of her hair. It's pretty heavy, I guess. We have Athano who's doing C game programming. There's I Read Dev who's working on his real game today, he promises. Uh, JD Does Dev who's doing some game development as well. Who would you guys like? If there's anyone that you think you want to see anyway, then please let me know. There's also Jackson Man. We've visited him before. He's very good at fantasy art. He's an actual artist. So for those of you who would like to see some real art actually being made, then that might be the one for you. We also have Cetalix, who's watching a game dev suffer. Oh no, he's a game dev who suffers, I guess. So anyway, is there anyone you'd like? Otherwise, I will choose for you. Nothing. Nobody? No? No preferences? If there's no preferences, I will have to choose. So, I would say we go to somebody new today. Nobody that you know before. It's Fox Hollow Games. So please join me. And yes, of course, you can go sleep afterwards if you want. And yes, I will be happy to see you again in 1 week for sure. So please join me in rating this Fox Hollow Games, and after that, go to bed and go to bed. It's okay. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being there with me. I feel very happy that I have you guys around. And for those of you who were new and liked what you see, please hit the follow button and see me again next week. Going again, trying to do more animations and stuff like that. So thank you again for watching me and see you again next week. Bye, everyone.